Well, what do you figure, Mr. Doms? What's on the agenda today, buds? We got up early today to give you your insulin shot, and then you decided you're going to go back to bed, and then I went grocery shopping. Now we're just chilling on the couch. What are you doing? What's the agenda? What's on your little kitty mind today? I know, Doms. I know. You just take it easy. Why no? Chin scritches? Do you want some chin scritches? There you go, buds. Buddy out there parked his car all winter. Never moved it. Snowbank built up around it. Now he thinks he's gonna drive it out. Shut her down. Shut her down. Call it a night. Where are you going with your shovel there, buds? Where are you going with your shovel? Shut her down. Oh, you guys wouldn't know it because it's still snow outside, but it's a gorgeous day out. Like plus 12 degrees. Snow is melting. Jeep's parked outside so I can do the POR 15 prep. Everything is done. Like I said, I welded the axle tubes in segments, peened it afterwards with a hammer, take the stress out of it. None of them cracked, which is a good sign. Once I get this into POR 15 and drying, it'll be time to start assembling it so I can get it underneath the Jeep. Then axle truss the front axle. Everybody keeps asking me about tires. Then I'm gonna go to 33-inch tires. That's what I'm gonna roll. That's gonna be a perfect setup. In the box underneath my camera bag there is the parts I need to build the Jeep version of the MP231 transfer case. In the last video or the video before, whatever, I talked about I'm gonna ditch it. I bought the advanced adapters part that's gonna be able to allow me to put the Jeep one back in, a few modifications. That being done, I thought about it. I'm gonna get rid of the 1.25 chain, go back to the 1-inch. I know it's not as strong, but the 1.25 doesn't fit very good. And yeah, other than that, this past week was pretty much catastrophic at the time of filming in the stock market. My investments were dropping like huge, and then today's Friday for me in the time of filming, and finally the stock market started to pull up. And then after being down quite a bit today, I actually came back up and made a gain of a little bit. Still in the hole, but made a gain. But if you're interested in trading, I created a channel called the Rat Trap Trader, documenting my journey along the way, what stocks I buy, why, what was my train of thought when I bought them at the current time. And I'm gonna see if I can, with money I put in and investments I make, how long it'll take me to get to 100,000, if I ever get to 100,000. Anyways, I'm not gonna get anywhere with this Jeep unless we start prepping that axle. So let's get started. Start off, this is the degreaser. Spray it on thick. Degreases all the metal, so to speak. POR 15 actually adheres excellent to a rusty surface. Like, as long as you got a lot of the rust scale taken off, the POR 15 is magic to it. Like, I can already see on my roof rack because I didn't POR 15 it, that spots that's already starting to rust. And like my tube fenders and all that I did in POR 15, it's not even showing any traces of rust yet. Got that soaking. I'll let it sit for like 10 minutes and then give her another shot. Picked up some lumber today to build some more dunnage stands like I have right here, because I'm going to build them and then put the axle on those skates, because now that it's got the truss on it, no internals, this thing is friggin' heavy. Insanely heavy. Yeah, if I can get one coat of POR 15 on today, another one on tomorrow, start pulling that transfer case again, get everything set up for the Jeep. Fedora's got another Jeep transfer case I actually might buy off him for $100, which I will look at building as well. Keep it as a spare, swap them out as they are needed, because you just never ever know, right? Give this a good healthy shot of water. Kind of start to wash everything off, because that's what we gotta do. Of course, spraying it off with a hose would be better, but you can tell that everything's still kind of frozen around here, and I'm not gonna turn on my outside taps for that purpose and then go back into a deep freeze, right? So spray bottle it is. It just may take a little longer, but you know, process will still work. I'm just doing the final stage now, the metal prep, which is minimum of a half hour to spray it, and you got to keep everything wet for at least half hour, then rinse it off with some water, bone dry it, and hopefully I can get a coat of POR 15 on it and flip the axle upside down. I'm gonna paint it straight up coming off that hook. Sooner I get this axle done, sooner I can use up all those boxes, gears, free up some space, get that Cummins motor on an engine stand, start plugging away at it, get it going. Moving along, got the metal prep on. You can tell the metal prep's kind of like an etching. It actually changes the color of the metal. So I just gotta spray some water on it, rinse her off, and then dry it, and we'll be good to go. There we are, all ready for the POR 15. I don't know if you'd call that pickling or what, but the axle is treated. Still got some stuff from last time. Hopefully use her up. Use gloves. It's my word of advice. I say this every time you use POR 15, use gloves, because you will wear it. Looking good. Got the first coat on. Tomorrow bring it down, hook up the hooks to the opposite side, and that'll give me access to spots I missed. And a good second coat will encapsulate this just perfect. Looks 100 times better already than before when I first got it. It was all rusty and turdy looking. She's cleaned up pretty good, and it's gonna get a new life. So now I flipped it. You can see all the spots that I missed. Won't be a big deal. Pretty simple to get those all done up. Man, I'm getting pretty excited. This is gonna look good once it's done. This is gonna look real good. All right, for the B-roll crowd, this is how I'm applying POR 15. I like to be liberal with it. The POR 15 likes to level out quite good. So you think you got a spot covered, and then you come back to it and it spread itself out, And then you got some gaps. So I'm just going over everything again, making sure everything's a-okay. There's gonna be some things, like for example, see every spot you go exposes something else that you forgot the first time around. And like I said before, wear gloves, because this stuff, once it's on your skin and it dries, you can't just rinse it off. You wear it until you scrub your skin off, or eventually that old layer of skin dies and gets rid of it that way. This cast is not coating too well. Even though I did it with the anti-grease, there's probably just so much grease over the years that oils that are impregnated in this cast housing at the POR 15 is just kind of any surface that's not 100% clean, it just spreads itself out from it. You may coat it, but it's like when you have like oils in a paint, how it just kind of bubbles off from that surface and there's nothing that you can do about it, right? But we're just being liberal and coating everything up. So that's how we're rolling. Rolling. Doms, what are you doing? Are you just kicking back on your needle blanket? Are you? This is where we give you your insulin. I know. You jump up on the chair, then jump up on the table. That's usually an indicator to tell me how you're feeling. I know, you're looking handsome as ever, Toms. You are. What do you have planned to do today since it's nice out? Are you going to start to venture back outside since the snow is melting? Toms, what are you going to do? Toms? There I am, shut her down. Got the axle and some dunnage blocks. That's going to enable me to build it. There's a few things I still got to do yet. I forgot the POR 15, but there's got to be some touch-ups done on this afterwards. Like, we still got to put the differential breather in. I'm actually going to take the one off the Dana 35 because I need to utilize that brake line because it's an extended brake line. The breather's all built into one, so I need to utilize that to put in this new axle. And once start drilling and doing some mods like that, then I'll have the POR 15 touch-ups. But yeah, that's it. Shut her down. Now to get back to this. Rebuild that Jeep transfer case. Modify it all up the way I should have did it in the first place. But I was looking for cheaper options. And the cheaper options in the end just cause a headache. Anyways. Put this aside for now. All right, shut her down. As you can see, I didn't waste your time filming, pissing around with this transfer case a million times. I got the Jeep one. Surfaces are all cleaned up. I just got to clean the cases, replace the bearings, strip the parts out of this one, and we'll be good to rock and roll on the new one. It's a good thing that I'm a hoarder, because if I wasn't hoarding stuff, I probably would have threw that out. I would have been hooped. Like I said before, there's only so much bull crap that you can put up with, and I don't know what the heck it is, but a transfer case has been nothing but issues for me, so I'm just gonna swap it out to the Jeep one and leave it. But I think it is motherfucking beer time. I'm going to, I feel like, grab one of these. The Diving Fox. All right, time to shut her down. This weekend is smashed. Back to work tomorrow. I don't know if I said earlier in the video, but my contract did get extended. My contract's extended now for another month. About another month. So Play it by ear. Hopefully it'll get extended again. Anyways, motherfucking beer time, everybody. Not too bad. I like this one. However, I got a lot of beer in that fridge because in the cooler months, I don't really find myself drinking a lot of beer. I like sipping on some Fireball whiskey, drinking some rum. It's really hard for me to kick back and, you know, have a beer, especially when you're out camping in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's a different story. When it's hot outside, you kick back, pound back the beers, away you go. But I'm hoping I get this transfer case issue solved, move on to the rear end, get that built, get the control arms built, get the front truss. Kind of had a weird slip coming off the tongue. And then once all that's done, then I can upgrade to my 33-inch tires and I'll be a lot happier. Motherfucking beer time, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. I'll see you guys in the next video.